Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, Rollcase TV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of lightweight vehicle. Love this vehicle. It can get stuck in the snow, but it's tremendous over the rocks. I mean, it can have a hard time for the snow. It doesn't really get stuck. I don't have ice tires on it. I got snow tires on it. It is light enough, though, it can go over, like, the crackly ice without it crackling all that much. If I take another truck and I crackle all the ice through so that it's a big, messy, crackled ice pile, then what I can do is, before I drive over there, make sure the area is clear and then reload the map. That's a little life hack. If you go to a different map and come back to this map, it will reset the map terrain, except around any vehicles that you have on the map. If you have a vehicle on the map, it doesn't reset the terrain around that vehicle. So you got to make sure that everything is clear on that vehicle. What am I in the middle of doing, though? Let me go to the map and I'll show you. I am in the middle of doing this on thin ice task. This little tiny trailer, the lightest, or little tiny truck, the lightest truck in the game. I'm pretty sure. They don't give you stats on that. Somebody that has access to the PC files, you should tell me. I would appreciate if you told me whether this is indeed the lightest scout vehicle in the game. But I'm coming over here to pick up this little Don 71, which is also one of the lightest scout vehicles in the game. And I'm going to take it back over here where it belongs and finish out this on thin ice task. It's already been dragged off the ice, so it should be pretty easy. It was like over here, someplace. I don't know where it was. It was way back here on the ice somewhere, yeah. I am going to go grab that one. And after that, I am going to make my way over to this truck, because this truck is going to throw the little vehicle in its bed, and it has a sideboard bed. Hopefully it'll fit. I think it will fit. If it turns out it doesn't fit and I need a flat bed, I'm going to be mad that I didn't drive all the way over to the garage. But anyway, I'll recover it, go to the garage, drag it. And then the next task after that is going to be to drag that little thing over here to the trailer store that's over here, because I've got a bunch of pews, prototype exploration units over there. So those are the next two tasks I want to do. See if I can get them done within this next hour. And yeah, let's go. I got quite a bit of I got enough fuel on me to get this done. This thing doesn't have, put on the all-wheel driver's help, this thing doesn't have nearly as much fuel as my main scout vehicle, which is the Resvani Hercules. All of my vehicles are paid DLC vehicles, extra paid DLC vehicles that are external to any of the regions. That's kind of what makes this quote-unquote easy mode. It's a normal mode game. It's not like a new game plus where I made things easier on myself. That's the only thing that's easier. Also, I don't mention this all the time, but between episodes, between episodes 6 and 7, let's not do that. Between episodes 6 and 7, I did spend some time off stream. The only thing I did off stream is between episode 6 and 7. I don't know which is better. I'm kind of heading towards the ice. That might be worse than here. This thing is light enough it can use trees that you would normally crush. You. Maybe my intention originally was to drive the Zix over here. Way back when, because driving this thing over to the Zix is getting to be a bit of an issue. Okay. Almost through the muck. Yes, the vehicles I'm using are all paid DLC vehicles, and I did spend some time. If you want to build up if you want to build up, if you're not familiar with the game, you want to build up experience points quickly to be able to buy tires and stuff. The best way to do that is to use the food delivery task, which if you're playing on normal mode, you can do this. If you're playing on hard mode, it's then you can only run the contest. If you can only run the contest like 5 times, so that's impossible to do that. But if you're playing on normal mode, you run the food delivery task contest as many times as you want, and that will build up for you. And if you're not sure how to do that, from the first map, once you complete the tutorial, you'll end up right outside the garage. And right outside the garage, there is a trailer, a sideboard, or not sideboard trailer, covered trailer. I can't remember. Yeah, maybe it's sideboard trailer. Anyway, there's a trailer there, a covered trailer. And you deliver that to the farm, and the farm is on your way back. See how it just went right over that ice? On your way back from the, you will have passed the farm on your left on your way to the garage. So head back to where you came, and on your right is the farm. And then once you get to the farm with that trailer, there's some, I don't remember exactly what it is called, but there is some contract you need to do to deliver that. Once you deliver that sideboard trailer, or whatever it's called, curtain side, that's it, curtain side trailer. Once you deliver the curtain side trailer, it will unlock the food delivery task, and then, or food delivery contest. Why do I keep saying task? Food delivery contest, and then you can run that food delivery contest over and over again. And first time you do it, it'll be a little bit of a challenge. What makes it a little bit easier if you build a bridge, you don't have to go back around through town to cross the water. There's a bridge on the other side. But even if you have to go back through town, it's very easy to get 20 or to get 6 to get gold on it. It's pretty easy. It takes, you got like 6 minutes, and then you run that over and over again, and that will let you build it up. It took me like 6 hours to grind out to get from whatever experience level I had then to the maximum experience level. I was able to max it out. Oh, I thought I let go of that. The winch slows you down if you don't release it. It helps get you going until you get past it. Then you gotta remember to release it. And I'm trying to just Spider-Man quick winch, because... Whoa! Don't do it. Don't flip. This thing is a little tip resistant. It's not as tip resistant as the Rosani Hercules, which I also use. So yeah, since I'm using all paid DLC vehicles, there are none of the upgrades. Well, there are a few upgrades that help these vehicles. A lot of the upgrades are specific to vehicles you find on the map, and you don't get those upgrades. You don't find upgrades specific to these vehicles on the map, because these vehicles don't come on any map. Some of the upgrades are generic. They work with any vehicle. But what you do instead is you need to raise up your experience level in order to be able to buy the upgrades. So I did that. And I did that offline because, like I said, I was grinding 6 hours of doing nothing but running that same service over and that same contest over and over again. I didn't think anybody wanted to watch that. I could have done a special stream of just doing that and then made that bonus content on the YouTube channel, but I decided not to do that. I didn't do it all in one sitting. I did it over a few sittings. And as it turned out, it did take me around 6 hours, so I could have done it on stream. That's the only thing that was not done on stream. Everything else in this playthrough is completely done on stream, all recorded to YouTube, so you don't miss any YouTube episodes. Let's go ahead and do this. Might be easier. I never find this easier. It's so slow for one. Put it in plus. No, it's very rare that this is easier. Like I said, this is not the best snow vehicle. I do have mud tires on it. I have very good mud tires on it. But it's not the best in the snow. It is great over rocks. It's got a special suspension. It's the best over the rocks vehicle I have. This is not the best vehicle to do this task, but it's on the way because I wanted to drive it over to that Zix as it is. On retrospect, I should have probably driven the Zix over to it rather than the other way around. But, you know, it's always nice to have challenges, right? If you've watched me at all, you know I don't believe that at all. I think challenges are overrated. And I say that because I'm an old man who's had enough challenges in my life. I'm an old retired guy. I'm done with challenges. I want to take it easy in my retirement. Oh, this is painfully slow, though. Oh, well. The snow is a lot deeper than anywhere in Alaska. Well, maybe not anywhere in Alaska. This is Kola Peninsula. It's the first expansion. Let's see if I can grab that thing by aiming at it. Okay. Wow, I did not realize that this was going to be such difficult going in the snow here. Can I reach that other pole yet? Oh, not. Oh my God. Would have been much faster to get the Zix to deliver this thing over there. I could have pulled the other Zix out even. Could have just retired that Zix, pulled the other Zix over to the garage. Or retired. Recover it. I am playing a normal mode game. No add-ons. Just a normal mode game. There is no such thing as easy mode. The easy mode part is that I'm using the paid DLC vehicles. And it's also kind of an inside joke because most of the playthroughs you see are going to be hard mode, including Wesley on Wheels. He's doing a similar thing, but he's doing it in hard mode. Yeah, you do have to be careful on the rocks, though. It can climb over the rocks well, but it can also tip over on the rocks if you're not careful. Now, on this map, I found the best way to get over the crackly ice areas is to drive on the rocky parts. Or, to some extent, the snowy parts. It's the clear ice that you gotta be careful of. And there it is. Okay. Let's, I am taking it basically back the way I came, right? Yes. Almost exactly back the way I came. So let's actually make it a little bit lighter. Is it easier to go that way? Is it easier to go that way? It might be easier to go that way. Even though I have to drag the thing across ice, I think I can do that. Both vehicles are pretty light. Oh no, I'm trying to go here. Never mind. Yes. That line is just to tell me what I want to do next. So, I almost made it there. And yes, I did put it on morning, but it's still dark. I didn't do have my lights on. And nobody's home. Nope, don't go over the crackly ice. Now, will I be able to winch this thing across this little bit of ice? Not not going to run into the cracked ice if I stay on the slow part. That's good. Attach winch from here to there. And does have fuel in it. Okay. That'll help me a little bit. Yes, this is a very, very light vehicle I'm towing. So even though this is the lightest, I think the lightest, or at least close to the lightest scout vehicle in the game, the one I'm driving, the one I'm towing, has got to be close to the lightest vehicle as well. I think my voice is a little unclear, so I'm going to plug in my controller. This means I'm going to be silent for a second here. Well, folks, did you like that jump cut? Yeah, we had a little bit of an issue here. I was saying that the sound was getting a little bad. I tried to plug my controller in to fix that, and then everything crashed. I don't know how to do with the controller being plugged in. I doubt it, but maybe. Anyway, we're back here hitching this thing. So, yeah, let's go back to hitching the thing. And I'm not sure what I was talking about, but I'm sure it wasn't important. It took several minutes to reload the game and everything, of course. But not the first time this has happened, where I've lost some of the... Probably not the first time it's happened to you as well, if you play this game. That the game crashes. Fortunately, it does a decent job of auto-saving, but, you know, it never auto-saves right where you want it to, so... A lot of this is, or some of this is you're gonna be watching a second time. I could pretend, I could go back in the video and see exactly where it was that had that same scene. Try to blend it together smoothly, but I'm sure I was in the middle of yammering about something and I don't remember what it was. I didn't get to hear me yammer until I say, well, I'm going to plug a controller in and it's going to go silent for a minute, and then, yeah, it went silent. Oh, yes, what a great game. This is, I think I was saying, this is the latest truck, I think, the latest Scout that I'm driving, and I'm hauling probably the second latest Scout. So, getting through here is going to be a bit of a challenge. Because I'm not going to be able to use the winch. But I think the road is better than where I came from. Oh. Wait, I did not, let me go to the map. I did not make the way back very clear. Okay, going to there. Is that how I want to get there? Is that a road? Yeah, that's the road. And then here's the road. Something like that. There. I think that's ice there. Well, I'll find out. Yep. This playthrough I was saying earlier, everything in this playthrough has been on stream, and whatever's on stream, other than, you know, me trying to reboot the game and stuff, everything that's on stream goes on YouTube, so you get to see it all. This is a snowy way to go. Not the best vehicle to finish this task, but I'm trying to queue up tasks, multiple tasks at the same time, and so that's what happens. Overall, more efficient, but each individual part is less efficient, so maybe it is overall less efficient. I could have found a different way to do this, I'm sure. And I realized I would have, and I thought about it, I'm taking this over to drop it off, and then I'm going to, making my way to one of my, my big vehicles, and I might as well have just taken the big vehicle over here, grabbed this, and then went back and got the Wrangler that way, but, oh well. Or I could have just went and got another big vehicle out of the garage, threw the Wrangler in the back, and towed this thing. That might have been the smartest way to go. Oh well. I have nothing against recovering vehicles. I don't have to pay for it. This is a normal mode game. I have respect for people that play in hard mode, as long as they're not playing in hard mode just to try to prove their manhood. I'm an old retired guy. I've got nothing else to prove. All of my hopes and dreams have already been broken. I don't need to aspire to any other kind of any other greatness. I don't need to prove anything. Alright, almost there. Almost there. This is probably not the best way to go. Come on. Come on, Don. You are helping me through all this, right? Almost there. I know I'm driving over these little bushes that can be a problem. If I didn't have you with me, no, I know I could make it. Let me back up. Let's go around this tree. Yeah, I know, you're stuck on the bush too. That's part of the reason why I can't get through there. Aren't you supposed to go in reverse when your engine is on and I go in reverse? You're stuck on the bush. These bushes never go away. You'll be able to get around here. I'm sure of it. I'm not sure of it. When people say they're sure of it, don't trust them, because they're probably not sure. Is he stuck on? Yeah, he's kind of stuck on the bush. Let's go a little bit forward and tow him. Side. From this angle, hopefully I'll be able to tow him away from that. Alright. Engine is... Let's go. Another push here. Rated. Oh, this is not the right vehicle for the job. I'm so close here now. Getting another vehicle would be definitely less efficient. Just got to get in that little corner. Get around that nasty bush. Go through that nasty bush. And winch my tires. Another bad bush. Leave him over here. Force him through the bush. Come on, you're almost there, buddy. You're almost there. Come on, Mike. It wouldn't be a Sunday. It wouldn't be a SnowRunner Sunday. I stream these on Sundays without some sort of technical issue. hitting my mic. Oh, there. That's what I'm stuck on. That should be there. How can I get you away from that tree? Oh, definitely the wrong vehicle for the job. I'll get you through there. I can get you through. Just gotta get you into that box. I don't know what the reward is. I think I get to keep the thing. This might be the one I get to keep. I don't know. I'm selling it regardless. I'm going to try using my parking brake, but I don't think that's going to help. Yes! Close enough! On thin ice. You saved me! I found a mechanic too. Thanks for your help. Oh, were you sitting in that car the whole time? Boy, I hope you had some Snickers bars. Not sponsored. That's all you're paying me? Alright. Thanks, I guess. Okay, now I gotta decide. Am I gonna drive over to here, or am I gonna drive the Zix back to go get them? I think it's probably better to drive the Zix back to go get them. Even though this is on my way. I am gonna drive the Zix back to go get them. Find the Zix. The right Zix. No, the Zix. This Zix, yes. Okay. You are going to go get that guy. Which is what I should have done in the first place. You need to come out here. Yeah, you need to go here. Right. And so there should be a line coming from this vehicle to that vehicle. Why don't I see the line anywhere? Now is there a line? No. Okay, I'll make my own line. Alright. Go out here. Why wasn't there a line? That's it, right? Okay, now I see the line. That was weird. Here. Problem is, crossing this ice is going to be trickier with this vehicle. Maybe not. Oh, and this is, I have to go around this thing. This is a good example of something the Zix, the Wrangler could do easier. It could go over the rock easier, I think. Or maybe not. And yes, I am zigzagging all around, not trying to get through those trees. Even though this would be a good vehicle to get through the trees. And I'm going to end up coming right back this way, which is a little frustrating. But that's how I'm doing it. And again, get through all that detritus. Stay on the One thing about this map is you can't really tell what's road and what's not road. It looks like road, but it's really, the road is actually out. It's covered with snow or covered with some other sort of obstruction. And you can't always tell the obstructions from looking at the map. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because I have to be able to get across the river. I think I can see a way across the river there. Once you get to the open river, if you can't actually get across, and this was another reason why the Wrangler would be good, because it can make it across these things without a problem. You might have to go here and here. Notice I'm following the rocks. This is so redundant. I'm going to be picking it up from here and then taking it right back the way I came. Is that actually easy to go that way? Well, I'll go this way this time. Okay, that's the next challenge. Try to get that thing. That's your map pointed north. Take your screenshots. Going back, getting that thing, sticking it in the truck, then turning right around, going back the way I came, and dropping it off at, let's clear whatever that was. That task. Not really that task. Forecast unclear. Nope, not doing that. Wooden planks to there. I don't have room for the truck and the wooden planks, so forget it. Now there might be something that I have flags along the way. Let's check the task, see if there's one that's like, yeah. I might accidentally hit those things. Yeah, let's start that. I think I did a few of these already. Yeah, I did the tough ones that are in there. So I can do these next with one of the trucks. Probably the scout vehicle, but maybe not. I will accidentally take this over there. All right, let's go. I turn it around. I'm turning around. Yeah, sorry about the interruption there, but and the redoing of some things. That's what happens. Game crashes. I was saying my audio was not good. I think it's... I hope I can get... If I get all the way over there and it turns out I can't get the Jeep in here, if I have to, I don't have to lock it down. I'll just stick it in here upside down or something. It won't roll out. Get another. Gotta keep hydrating when you're streaming for 6 hours. As of the time I'm recording this, I did not do my 12-hour mid-spring marathon yet. Watching on YouTube, I think I did. I think I'm into May on YouTube. I hope you all enjoyed it. Feel free to give me feedback in the YouTube episode on how you would like me to continue. I haven't announced to Twitch yet exactly what I'm going to be doing, but I have it in my head. So, yes, please give me some feedback on YouTube. Also on Twitch, you know, give me Twitch. Oh, that one? Get to the ice? Oh, because this is this a blockage I can get over? It says. Now I can do it if I want to break everything. Shouldn't have tried to do that. Broke everything. No problems. Yeah, let's not go that way again. Unfortunately, I have to get the Wrangler over to the pews, the prototype exploration units, in order to sell them. I took them to the trailer store over there because that's where they were last used. Now, it might have been better to throw them in the back of this thing, although I couldn't lock them both down. And then you drag them back over to the garage where the other trailer store is, or near the garage. But I thought, well, the Wrangler can meet me halfway, and then yeah. Bad decisions are kind of what this game is made for. If you like making bad decisions, you'll love SnowRunner. That would be my ad line. You think they'll pay me to be their, they'll hire me as a consultant for their ad agency, how to sell SnowRunner. If you like bad decisions, you'll love SnowRunner. If you like making bad decisions, you should buy SnowRunner. That somehow doesn't sound right. Am I going through there? I'm just going around there, but I might be wiser to go through there. There's more of those rampy things there. Probably could drive over. Yeah, these rampy things are meant to be driven. Just do it slowly, because I've already got so much damage. Oh, my springs are terribly damaged. Let me fix those. I do have some repair points on me. And, I mean, I got a lot of repair points on me. I'm just going to repair the suspension. I don't like to spend much out of the repair supplies because I have to go to a garage to store them. Let's fix the springs. Nothing else really makes much sense. I don't think on this map there are any of those stations that will auto repair you. Where in hard mode you can buy repair points, and in easy mode, in non-hard mode they just automatically just stock real repair supplies. I don't think there are any. Oh, come on. Yes, and I clicked the controller. Oh my god. Thank you. You are the winch I want. You're the winch of my dreams. There we go. Would it have been easy to go through the snow around the trees? Absolutely. That was my first judgment. And you know what? I was right. Trust my instincts. Oh well. Like I said, you want to make bad decisions, buy SnowRunner. I'm not saying buying SnowRunner would be a bad decision. Buy SnowRunner. It's the last good decision you'll make. It's the last good decision you'll make before you start playing. Okay, now where do I think I'm going? What evil awaits me around this corner? If you've been watching this series all along, you can tell I'm in a much better mood today than I was when I was doing that horrible, awful, a few episodes back. If this is the first episode you're watching this series, go back and watch some earlier ones. On my, I don't remember the episode number, but yeah, I was I was cursing. I was ruining the day. I decided to play this game. There's a task that involves getting to certain points in an old abandoned factory, and it's basically a maze, and you don't. It's a maze where you don't know where the actual paths are that you can get through. It's a ridiculous path. It's not in the spirit of the game, I don't think. And so yeah, it was quite frustrating, and I had quite a lot to say about it. But I'm in a much better mood now. That was last week as I was streaming this, so it was just back a few episodes. I will say, on my YouTube homepage, if you scroll down, there's a featured games section. The featured games section is see, that's not something I can work on. The featured games section, SnowRunner, is in the featured games. That playlist is lets you catch up with the last few. It's ordered, so the most recent are at the top. If you want to binge one of the seasons, if you scroll down a little bit farther, you will see season-based individual playlists. You'll see location 1, or whatever I call it, location 2, etc. Michigan, you'll see a playlist from Michigan, another playlist. Those playlists are in bingeable order from if you want to watch this location from beginning to end. Am I turning left here or right here? I feel like I'm turning. I did not put those waypoints in the optimal position, so I know in advance. Can't believe I'm going to have to just come back this way, but it's too difficult to get that wrangler over here on its own. I will steal some of the wrangler's fuel, because once I get to the prototype excavation units, which I will also steal fuel from there. Actually, I won't need to, because they'll be at the trailer store. I can steal all the fuel I want from buying a new trailer and then selling it back. Don't have to worry about fuel much when you're playing in non-hard mode. When I get to this thing, and it will probably be about time to end the episode. But for those of you on Twitch, you know the drill. I still have a good, once I end this episode, I'll still have a good 4 hours to go in the stream, which means it's going to be 4 o'clock again. Okay, there we go. Now, if I had the vehicle with the crane, with the big crane, I could just reach the big crane over. I want to mess with the crane. Do I have enough time to do that? Oh, we have enough time to do that. This is going to be a mistake. The light crane can do a lot more than you think it can. The old Russian crane. The trick is to not use the crane, to use the winch. Winch control. It has one on the top. The vehicle is too heavy for the crane. If I try to move the crane over to the vehicle, on top of the vehicle, and then use the bumpers to lift and lower it, forget it. Not going to happen. But if you use the winch, that's all I'm doing is hanging on to the winch, then I can do it. Turn it a little bit. Have it? I think I have it. this way. Is it? Whoops. There we go. All right. Pack her up. It's not how you pack her up. Pack her up. Pack the truck on there. We're ready to go. Yes, we're going to go back, right back the way we came. More or less. Maybe I'll go across here somehow and hit those two spots. And then go to the trailer store. So I don't know the exact trail yet. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the trailer store. And if it's too hard for the Zix to get there, I can always unpack the trailer. Or unpack the truck. And then get there. So yes, that's the next task to do. Because of the game crash, I'm not completely sure how long. I think I had the thing running a little bit during the break, so I think I might have more time than I realized. So let me mark these out. And then crossing this water, I can do this way. Pretty sure. There's rocks. If there's rocks, you can cross. Stay along here. Sure. Around that. Back up here. Maybe out to here. Something like that. Crossing here. How do we get across there? I guess up that trailer, but I need to find somewhere across the ice there. I think it's going around one way or the other. Or I just risk going across the crackly ice. But may not be the exact path. Because the crackly ice might stop me. But that's my first part of the path. My second part of the path is going to be coming over here. Again, finding a way across the ice, which is probably going to involve going over here. I gotta go through the trees to get there. Or drive up here and then just let the trailer fall off. Hopefully it lands in the right spot. let the vehicle fall off, hope it lands in the right spot, and then go use the crane to get it there. It's going through these trees is gonna be somehow through these trees, through there, and get to there. Okay, that's kind of the path. I'm going to have to divert a little bit to get across the ice, but is that north? Yes. That's kind of the path I'm going to take. And then from there, let's finish this out. From there, I can't get back up here. I could get up here and go across those rocks. That's a little tricky. Or I can go back the way I came and go along the ice here. But, hey, we might as well do the tricky part. We'll come back here. Come back here. I've done this once already. Come back here. I have to actually get on the rocks, I have to kind of double back over here, turn around, so I can get on these rocks, I did this earlier today in the first part of the stream, so I know it can be done. And this actually I know I can drive through in this vehicle. And some of these parts, again, I might have to actually get the Wrangler out and let it go. But yeah, that'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. That's the way to go. All right, there is your path across. I will actually hit up these things, finish up the Rural Splunker task along the way, and then drop off the Wrangler here, hitch the Wrangler up to the pews that are sitting here, the prototype exploration units, and then I will recover that vehicle, and then from there we'll see what I do with the Zix. Yeah, so anyway, that will be in the next episode, though. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, that will be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekday evening at... No, that's wrong. The next episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which, if you want to type it, type Iowa. I live in Minnesota, but Iowa's, same time zone. 3 years behind, but same time zone. And I use that joke way too often. One of these days, someone from Iowa is going to get mad. That also happens to be 1800 hours, 6 p.m. in the UK, and 0600 hours the following day in New Zealand. So, Twitch again, stick around. YouTube next episode. Either way, thank you much for watching, and I will see you then.